Steel Division 2 is finally here, and with this, the main campaign has been released. Orsha, Baronzina, Bobrisk and Grnvld are in chronological order, so it takes you through Operation Bagration with varying levels of complexity. So Orsha is the most complex, but it is the beginning of the campaign, so I do recommend you guys playing that first. Without further ado, we're going to be diving straight into it, so sit back and enjoy the ride.
June 21st, 1944. On the Western Front, heavy fighting has been taking place for the last 2 weeks in Normandy. While on the Eastern Front, the situation is much quieter since the end of the Soviet Spring Offensive, which has brought the Red Army to the gates of Belarus. It is in this sector of the front that the Soviets are now secretly building their strength during the early weeks of summer 1944. Codename, Operation Bagration. Its objectives, to trap and destroy the German Army Group Center in order to open the way for the quick capture of Warsaw. To achieve these goals, the Soviet Army intends to crush the main German strongpoints at Vitebsk, Orsha, Mogilev, and Bobruisk within the first hours or days of the offensive. Nowhere more than Orsha are the Germans ready to receive the Soviet assault. Waiting in strong positions they have held all winter against repeated Soviet assaults, and reinforced since then, they are confident they can once more break the enemy's offensive. Orsha is the main hub and key of the whole German defensive system, and therefore defended by the best troops. But the Soviets have learned from their winter failures and have devised new tactics, especially to crack open this stronghold. On June 23rd, in the wake of an artillery and air bombardment such as the Eastern Front has never seen, elite Soviet assault troops crash into the most determined German resistance.
"24 hours after the initial Soviet attack on Vitebsk, its garrison is on the verge of collapsing. All signs now point toward Orsha as the next target, which the Soviet 11th Guards Army is about to attack with strong combat engineer support. Orsha is a crucial road and railroad hub, one of the main strongpoints on the German front. So important is this city that Hitler has earmarked it as a fortress, meaning it has to be defended to the last man. Two of the best German divisions, the 78th Sturm Division and the 25th Panzer Grenadier Division, are defending this sector, ready to counterattack the Soviets wherever they might break through. But their northern flank is held by the 256th Infantry Division, a unit destroyed and rebuilt too many times with too many raw recruits. Your objective is to take control of the Moscow-Minsk highway. Once Tolichin is secured, we will unleash the 5th Guards Tank Army on the German rear. Choose your axis of attack well. The highway will allow for the fastest movement, but it is also the most heavily defended sector. Primary objective, capture Tolichin on June 29th p.m. at the latest. Secondary objective, capture Orsha."
Copy that. So, when you guys do begin with this campaign, it might be very confusing, but bear with me, I will be guiding you through this right now. So, if you do want to go through a tutorial, there is a manual. It's not called a tutorial, and if maybe I'll videotize this, if that's the correct word. Let me know if you do want me to do that. I might dive into that to make your lives a lot easier. Anyways, as we just saw from the introduction, the northern front or northern side of the German defense is the weakest link. The middle is really heavily defended by the 78th Sturm and the 25th Panzer Grenadiers, I believe. That was what it was. And basically a lot of infantry that is really good and ready to kill us. So yeah. The northern side is going to be attacked by us first, so we are already engaging this unit. So what we can do here is decide which units we want to put into our kind of battle group, you could say, or our selection. So we can have this 33rd Guards Rifle Regiment in Phase A, abbreviated by that letter there, and these guys will be able to come in Phase B and these in Phase C because of their distance through this engagement. What also decides when you can use the units is the gray bar here, which is the action points. If I move this unit, for example, a little bit to the front, it'll take away from that gray bar, and that will be available in later phases instead. So What we will do today is, first of all, try to do a flank from north, have a few fights, and yeah, see what happens then. I do not want to just engage with one A phase because, well, I just want multiple units at our disposal. So what we're going to do is move a few more of these 33rd Guard regiments up to the front, and possibly move up the Guards Rifle Regiment, which gives us quite a few of these Stravnikis and NKVDs. Not the best infantry, granted. Or we could get the 30th Guard Saboteur Battalion, I think that's what it means, with a lot of assault engineers, and that will probably be the wisest choice. So let's move them up to the middle here and keep them there. What we can also do is already use our artillery to soften up the enemy, so we can bombard a few of these. Basically puts its activation points on 0, and we're also going to bomb some of the infantry in the north, and that really should soften up the front line. There's also something in the back there, interestingly. So let's get our aerial recon to sweep across. Yep, just a Fusilier battalion there. That's good to know. In the middle here, we are in a good defensive position along the forest. What we do not have, though, is reinforcements really close to the front engage in case this unit does get attacked. So we're going to move up some infantry. And yeah, that should be good there. Let's also bombard the infantry on the front line to stop them from attacking us. AA is in a good position. There we go. And we are actually going to dig in on the south. So what the dig in tool does, if you hover over it, it receives the order to establish fortifications, bunkers, lines of barbed wires, trenches, etc. The order requires 1 complete turn to be made, and then requires 2 action points to be performed. So that basically took 2 out of 3 action points to actually do. So yeah, with that said, I think we are ready to end this turn. Yeah, let's go with it. Let's see what happens. Some movement going on there. There's some artillery moving up towards the middle. We are getting shelled a little bit, but we are countering that pretty much immediately.
35th Guards Individual Heavy Tank Regiment is available with 8th Guards Rifle Corps.
Thank you, comrade. So we got the 8th Guards Rifle Corps, 35th Guards Infantry Heavy Tank Regiment. Alright, let's call those in. And that is going to be awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to move them to the north to engage these units. So these are attacked, and as you can see, we can basically use pretty much everything that we want. So let's see what they got. Just a lot of infantry, really. Alright, that's good to know. Let's get our fighters for air supremacy right there. And what we could do is bomb some of that artillery in case they want to use that in this engagement. Alright, let's go. Let's get a 33rd Guards Rifle Regiment in A phase. We can get the Sappeurs in B phase, or in A phase as well, and we'll get the AA in B phase, just in case they are using quite a lot of AA. But since we have air supremacy, I think we should just get more infantry. Yeah, let's do that. Let's jump into the tactical battle, and this is a really interesting screen as well. So what we see here is everything that we can use in Phase A, which is literally everything that we selected. So we have the 33rd Guards Rifle Regiment, 30th and another 33rd Guards Rifle Regiment at our disposal. So what we can do is give this to us and give that to the AI, but remove a few units since we don't want it to steal pretty much everything it has at its disposal. And we definitely do want these mortars for ourselves. So we'll use those. And yeah, the AI, our allies, will get plenty of infantry to play with. And that should do it. We can also auto-resolve it, obviously, but the first battle should be fought on the battle map. Alright. Yeah, we are attacking, so we are in this breakthrough game mode here on this small patch of land. So that should be interesting. Our friendlies, our allies will take the left, and we will be taking the right frontier. A lot of towns. That is quite tricky. Now we do have the Sapries and Sapri with the PPSHs, which might be really good for the town actually. We'll get the Sapries on the right, and for the middle we'll get all the Guardias out. So let's get a few of these Guardias with the machine guns. We'll basically hold them right there. We'll get some mortars out to smoke our way up. Get some machine guns to situate themselves right there. Just to hold position, really. Maybe a sniper team. Another sniper team for the middle. And definitely want some Guardia DPs. These are really good at destroying transports. Okay, now do we have a commander? Yes, we do. Perfect. So I think that should do it. Let's focus on the right side here. So we're gonna get some Sapries. Sapri with PPSHs. Definitely a leader, and I do want some Aftomachikis for the right side as well. So let's get the 33rd Guard out and get 2 of these Aftomachikis. And I think that is going to do it. That is a lot of mortars. Here we go. Yeah, let's smoke that off. Pretty much immediately. As soon as that smoke hits, we're gonna be moving in. Which is right now, actually. Let's unload that. Something going on here. Yeah, he is basically dead already. Alright, everything is moving in. I think we're good to go for the right side. Yeah, let's charge in. Enemy AT gun spotted. Let's quickly smoke off the rest of that. Nice. Yeah, they got that covered. Okay, time to move these mortars. The AI really loves to counter. Got a good position here. Doing a pretty quick rush to the right side. It might be outstretching us at some point, but we'll see how that goes. Oh, the commander is here. That's not cool. Alright, we're crossing. Let's set up positions. Now we could already get some units ready for attacking this hill here in the middle. The left side is surprisingly doing well. Look at that. There are some mortars, 81 mils. Definitely an issue, and as you can see, we're already getting countered. Yeah, I want to get the commander back. The 45 is ready again. Gonna have to unload them, sadly. Now the Aftomachikis are strong enough, but they cannot engage that. So let's just mortar. Actually, ooh, 105s. What is that about? Let's engage that bad boy. There you go. That's how we roll. Yeah, let's go and counter that 105. Alright, we definitely need some ranged units. go. Let's also get some Guardias for the middle, together with machine guns. And start pushing. Perfect. Yeah, we're gonna move again. I can already smell the shells coming in. Let's go, boys. Very impressed by my allies there.
Sanitar!
There we go. It's definitely a lot to micro, let me tell you that. Nice. Going really well. Let's actually see if they protected their flank. Let's get that artillery taken out. Alright, we're gonna set up positions here on the Richhh. Get the Dishkas moving up. There's the artillery. Hold off our counter. Surprisingly, the 82mm are not too bad. They just lack range. They do a good amount of suppression. And there goes that. 150mm actually, I forgot. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna block off the entrance to this range here. Get the Dishkas moving. All of these units need to be rearmed here, so we're gonna get some supply trucks. Do we have another one? Yep. Yeah, it's a lot to micro. And we want to push before phase B hits, because they might get more reinforcements. Alright, let's get 2 Guardias, 2 Mchl, and 2 machine guns to push for that middle hill there. We already hold 13 points, so that is really good. Lots of infantry in the open. Let's see if we can catch them off guard with the Dishkas. Yeah, let's hold the Mchl. Here we go. A little bit too close. Yeah, that's a good range. There is an AT gun right there. We gotta watch out for that. But we are holding quite a lot of points. Ooh, that's an AT gun right there as well. Luckily, these 184s don't have any HE with them. Are we getting countered? My goodness.
Я больше не могу.
Yeah, we are losing some points here.
Разговорчики в строю.
But that is quite alright. Let's reinforce what we have in the middle. Because if we lose that, I don't think we can come back from it pretty easily. Get some snipers on the churches. There we go.
Отряд снайперов готов.
Зацепили.
Got about 4 minutes left here. Going pretty well.
Я больше не
IG-18
могу.
being a pain in the butt there. Is everyone resupplied? Yep, looks like it.
Отделение ждет команды.
Wow. We actually won. That is amazing. Phase CS hit. Let's try to reconnect with that infantry. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the deployment is of the enemy right now at this stage. So we just gotta be pretty careful. Let's just feel the front. Okay, so this hill would be our last objective. So let's hit that.
Сделали их.
Замечен противник.
Get all the Gordias in.
Борис, ложись.
Sniper teams are in position.
У меня плохое чувство.
Страна огромная.
Oh man, that's a lot of infantry. Sniper is really doing some work. Look at that. From the bell tower, saving Pride Fine stop. Parker, get down. Price in Spanish.
Сделали их.
Yeah, alright. Everything that is right there should be destroyed at this point. No, apparently not. Pack 184 just randomly sitting there.
Борис, ложись.
Alright.
Ваши приказания. Сделали их.
Got about 2 minutes here.
Взвод построен и ждет приказа.
Another objective secure.
Зацепили.
Ooh, really well done by our allies. Enemy 81 mils right there though. Maybe we can counter it. Let's see. Yeah, let's get our boys out.
Сделали их.
We're gonna get that. Got 2 minutes, we can do this.
Взвод построен и ждет приказа. Да, товарищ капитан. Продолжать движение.
Well defended front line going on here. The Pack 184 Carnage. There is the 150 mil that was countering us all game. There's not much we can do about it though. Honestly.
Санитар!
Yeah, man, those have some range.
Прикончили гадов.
What? Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Держите ухо,
I am liking this map, let me tell you. Okay, let's counter this. Got about 45 seconds left, so let's see if we manage to kill that. And this is a cool trick. If you want all of your artillery to fire at the same time, you put them on return fire after giving them a fire position order, or just any fire order, and then wait for this circle to be
Сделали.
filled completely, so that they have aimed at their target. And then turn that back off. I'm gonna keep those firing here until the game ends. There it is. Nice. We actually got it. And that was game.
Заметили.
That was a total victory. Minor victory, what? Alright. Well, here's our kills. Guardias definitely did some work on the eastern side there. I definitely got more kills than that. I don't know what this game is talking about. But yeah, let's see what happens to the battle map. So they helped. They helped as well. That was all the artillery. We then pushed through. And yeah, managed to actually smash them. Now there is one tricky thing about this situation. We are now surrounded, so we definitely need to be pushing up to the north there. So we're gonna get all of our infantry out there to basically hold that line. The artillery, we definitely want to use to bombard some of that. But what we could also do is perhaps get our bomber. Nope, he's out of activation as well. Let's get our recon to do an air sweep. Still some dug-in infantry over there. Possibly, we could already some of that from the south. Nope, that's it. Alright, yeah, I think the only thing left to do is to end the turn. Possibly we could also move the 26th Guard Rifle Division towards the north slightly. And move up these guys from outside the forest. Get the self-propelled artillery out. And the 75th Guards Rifle Regiment can move up a little bit as well. They have some really good anti-tank guns. Alright, let's end the turn and see what happens. We got an engagement right here. Good thing we didn't move these guys around. So 2 infantry units. We already have the 2nd Guards Engineer Sappers Brigade. Now the second that we want to actually use is most likely the tanks. And let's actually whip in some AA here, because I'm not quite sure what these guys have. And the AA is just good in general. Lots of dual purpose weapons. Yeah, is that going to cut it? That's the question. I mean, that's a lot of infantry. It should cut it. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, we want to give the AI some power, I guess. So Agnomachikis. Let's give it 2 of these Sapri battalions. We'll give it 1 tank card. And I'll be taking care of the AA, thank you very much. We'll give you 1 of them. And yeah. Alright, I think this is a good moment to end it. Hopefully this gives you a taste of how this campaign plays out. I could auto-resolve it, but I personally enjoy doing it live myself. I will be auto-resolving certain battles that I think are just a complete waste of time otherwise. So yeah, that was it for this one, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed. I will be back with this next mission very shortly, so keep an eye out. And I'll see you guys back in the next one. Take care.